Let's talk about something really important this week. Weight loss is a tool, but health is the actual goal. So, in Momentum, we are not chasing smaller bodies. We are building stronger, healthier, more resilient ones. And it is really easy to get caught up in a number on the scale. But I want to make sure that we reiterate that the scale doesn't tell you about your insulin sensitivity. It doesn't tell you about your blood pressure improving, or that your energy is better, or that your inflammation is lower, or that you can now carry groceries without getting winded. It's those things actually represent real progress here. And the research supports this bigger picture view. In the large pounds lost trial, researchers compared different dietary approaches, including higher carb, higher fat, different macro splits, and what actually mattered most here, it was adherence. So it was not a carb percentage, it was not fat grams, it was not the perfect macro ratio. It was the people who stuck with their plan. They saw results. So we know sustainability wins every time. And there was another major prospective study that followed over 120,000 adults for years. Instead of focusing on calories alone, researchers looked at specific foods associated with weight gain over time. And the biggest contributors included sugar-sweetened beverages and ultra-processed foods. This is powerful because it shifts the conversation from eat less to eat better. That quality does actually matter. So we are focusing on that 80% where we are dialing in those habits, and that 20% where we leave room for these. Even if your favorite thing in the world is Doritos, you can have them. We are just focusing on our overall quality here. So then there's another study, the direct trial, where significant weight loss led to remission of type 2 diabetes in a substantial number of participants. So this is not aesthetics. This is about metabolic health and restoring that and maintaining it. But here is the actual key. Long-term maintenance determined whether those improvements lasted. So we often hear about the after. We do not hear about 6 months later, a year later, 5 years later, what that actually looks like. So this is really important to remember. Again, sustainability, that's what matters. So in Momentum, we want to help you reach your aesthetic goals, but with your long-term health in our sights. So when we zoom out, what are we really doing here in week 8? We are not just trying to lose weight. We are improving our lipid profiles and blood pressure, insulin sensitivity, inflammation, functional strength, and metabolic flexibility. We are building a body that both looks good and works better. So we're not crash dieting. We're not chasing extremes. We are building systems you can live with. So let me give you a quick practical comparison. Person A loses 12 pounds, 6 weeks, wins that, weight loss competition. They have a large deficit. They are exercising on empty. They start to feel depleted and exhausted and regain most of it within a few months. Person B loses 12 pounds over 4 to 5 months, trains 3 to 4 times per week, hits their protein targets and maintains that strength, feels capable and in control, and transitions smoothly into maintenance. The same scale outcomes, but very different metabolic and behavioral trajectory. And I see this over and over again with my clients. They come back 6 months later and they're so excited to show me progress photos or talk about, all the goals they've hit or how much they have so much less food noise and they don't think about it all the time. They're able to just move on and enjoy their life. And this is what we really are looking for. In Momentum, we choose person B every time because the real goal isn't fastest fat loss. It is preserved muscle and protected metabolic rate and improving long-term maintenance. And when that health improves, body composition often follows. So take a look at your meals over this week and ask, are vegetables visible on my plate? Is protein anchored at the meal? Are ultra-processed foods dominating, or are they just supporting occasionally? Could I repeat this pattern for the next 6 months, a year, 5 years? If the answer is no, we do need to adjust. Not dramatically, just strategically, and start with one meal a day. Anchor protein, add the vegetables, build around that. So this is our lesson focus. We are improving adherence through structure rather than just restriction.